the Nerd Age Podcast. This is the show we talk about things that are nerdy. My name is Jonah, and I'm here with Josh.
What's up?
It's just two-man show today. It's been a while. No Mick, no Joel, no Luso, no nobody. Just
us two.
Just us two, like the old days. There were never old days like this, but we're excited that you're here with us. Crystal, stop making fun of us. You're just looking over there. Yeah. Why aren't you here? I brought an extra mic. Anyways, it's been a while. There's been fires going on around our hometown here. So things have been a little hectic. So we apologize for not doing a podcast. But, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, the 4 listeners will...
They'll
understand. We got some things to talk about. We got a ton of news, and then we're going to end the show with our Spiderman Brand New Day review and discussion. First, what do we want to start with? What do we want to start with? Warhammer? Let's start with Warhammer. Josh, give us some Warhammer news.
So, Warhammer news. As you know, Henry Cavill has been hard at work on the Warhammer show, and he announced... that he's not only working on the live action show, they're bringing on a writer to help them out with it. And then he also announced that they're working on a animated spin-off from Secret Level.
Yeah. So I think he said the next Secret Level season was going to be all Warhammer.
Right. Yeah. So it's basically, he confirmed, that next Secret Level is going to be exclusively all for Warhammer. And he said I think he said he's voicing someone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he's voicing somebody in there. He said he wasn't going to tell us who it was. But yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. They teased a little logo. But yeah, I think that's the first confirmation we've had about Secret Level Season 2. And they specifically said, like, the idea behind it was always to kind of use it as a pilot for other shows. So this is the first spin-off that Secret Level is getting.
And it's based on that episode that I put as an S tier. And you and Corey were like, it's A. So I'm kind of glad. Not that it vindicates me, but I'm like, well, we're going to get more of it.
Vindication.
Get more of that. I'm stoked. I think, obviously, Henry Cavill is hard at work on Highlander and some other stuff he's doing, but... he's the man to make Warhammer, and I think it's about time we get that universe. And who knows, with how bad DC is doing and how now with Spider-Man, Marvel kind of
back on top.
But how bad they were doing is like maybe there's room for another franchise to kind of come in and start putting butts in seats, Yeah,
it'll be interesting. I think I'm more excited. Well, it'll be good to get a different IP. And there's so much lore for Warhammer, so to be able to explore all that. And the live action show should be cool too. So.
And he's a geek, so he cares about it. So it's going to be good. It's going to be accurate. The one thing I was going to say real quick, Star Wars stuff, we got some costumes that were revealed today for Ahsoka Season 2. And it's Hayden Christensen's Clone Wars snowsuit. It looks good. That means we're going to get flashbacks to the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And that gets me excited. I think Ahsoka Season 2 is going to be peak Star Wars. I cannot wait. The Mortis gods, Abeloth. Rumor that Cate Blanchett is in talks to be Abeloth. So that would be kind of cool. Instead of a queen.
I feel like they should have done Tilda Swinton,
Yeah, nah. But Ahsoka Season 2 is going to be insane. Josh, what did you think when you saw the costumes I just showed you?
It's pretty crazy. I think I just go to thinking about, like, how are they going to... Like, what's the mechanism for the flashbacks? You know what I mean? Because with the flashbacks we got... in season 1, it was all through the World Between Worlds. So what is the mechanism that they're using? Are they just straight up to like, oh, he's remembering or Ahsoka's remembering her childhood or whatever. So for me, it's cool to see that stuff in live action, but I always want to know, like, what's the reason for it? What's the reason behind it? Like, it's cool to see it, but I also like there to be a weight or a good reason to do it instead
what
of
are
just
what are the chances we get flashbacks or live action of the Mortis arc? So like scenes with them. Like imagine
probably, and bring Sam Witwer back as
Sam Witwer back as the brother. Bring Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, and have like the shot that, like, you know, just like even if it's just like
a flash,
little flashbacks or something, like that would be legit.
I mean, if they're already giving us random snow episode, like might as well give us the Mortis gods.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. And then eventually, it's not Ahsoka season 2; it's just a remake of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Live action,
especially the one where the droid with the small general,
the little toads.
What's that guy's name? It's like, all right, move out.
Yeah, the little toad guy, and he's with all the droids. Yeah. I can't remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited. I didn't have it on my most anticipated because I thought it was 2027, but looks like it might be sooner than we thought. It might be this year.
Will it come out this year?
So that's what people are saying. There's
10,
rumors.
baby.
So,
woo!
but we'll see. We're going to move on to some other news. We're just jumping around, guys, so I apologize. We're going to go Warhammer, Star Wars, DC, then other stuff. But some of the big news that dropped today is that Waller and Paradise Lost are reportedly no longer in development at HBO.
Oh, no.
So,
no one could
which is kind of funny because a couple months ago, James Gunn himself was like, they asked him, is Booster Gold still in development? I'm hearing rumors that Booster Gold and Paradise Lost have been canceled. James Gunn, Booster Gold is in development. Paradise Lost is in extreme development. He also had another thing where he's like, I came on the internet and, man, hearing all these rumors that things are getting canceled. What are people talking about? And then it's like, turns out it was canceled. James Gunn just needs to be quiet. But Josh, what are your thoughts on these shows?
I literally forgot that they announced a Waller TV show. And I remember when they announced it, I was like, who cares about the Amanda Waller TV show?
Especially because it's just a vehicle to get all his friends.
All the dumb
hired, yeah.
Economos
was the guy.
Yeah, nobody cares. And then Paradise Lost wasn't even going to have Wonder Woman in it, right? It was like before. Yeah. It was like Game of Thrones.
It was the history.
Yeah. See ya. No one cares.
This is what they said. Is it true that Paradise Lost is shelved? Definitely not. I go on Threads for the first time in weeks, and it's just one insanely wrong thing after the other. What is going on? James Gunn, shut your mouth. The other thing in DC is Nathan Fillion will return as Guy Gardner in Mr. Miracle series.
Mr. Miracle series?
Yeah, it's an animated series that they're doing, that they announced. And it has Darkseid in it, and it's got... But Guy Gardner's come, Nathan Fillion. Again... Nathan Fillion's showing up in Lanterns.
Yes.
Nathan Fillion's showing up in this. It's kind of like, hey, let me get my buddy and all these. No one cares about Guy Gardner. You know? It's just, why? He doesn't know what he's doing. Lanterns put out the first 5 minutes of the show. It looks decent. It looks...
The trailer looked good.
It looks darker. My whole thing is like, the moment Guy Gardner shows up in this show,
it doesn't fit.
It's going to be like, what is this guy doing here? Like, and how does it fit with the way he talks, dropping F-bombs every 5 seconds like they're saying he does? And then how he interacts with Superman. You think he'd be more of a jerk with Superman. It's a complete mess, this universe. So, I don't know. Are you excited for Lanterns or any of these shows that are... potentially coming out?
I don't care about any of the shows. Like, I don't care about this. What was the one with Gorilla Grodd?
The Jimmy Olsen show.
The Jimmy Olsen show. Yeah, I don't care about that. Lanterns, I'm excited for. if we in an alternate universe don't have James Gunn attached to this, it's on my top 10. I'm like, live action lanterns, like sign me up. Kyle Chandler, sign me up. I'll watch anything that guy's in.
First edition.
That's right. So I did like the trailer that they put out. You got to see Sinestro in it, and it seemed more. They leaned more into the comic book stuff than before when they were like, "This is Fargo," or True Detective, whatever they were doing. True Detective. That's all you need to know about it. But they're like, no, just give us a freaking lantern show. Yeah. So we'll see what it's like. But I'm excited for it. It comes out next week, I think, or 2 weeks from now. Yeah.
Moving on to Nintendo, we got some Zelda news. We got the 40th anniversary of Zelda. We're still waiting for the Nintendo Direct. They're saying September, probably going to be the Zelda Nintendo Direct. A ton of speculation. Obviously, a trailer for Ocarina of Time. Potentially the reveal that they have also redone Majora's Mask. A Switch 2 Zelda edition that apparently leaked the other day, and a Pro controller. Zelda fans going to be eating good. What are your thoughts on the gaming side of things? And is there anything that you think they'll announce that has not been leaked or speculated?
No, I think it'll be pretty. I think it's Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Okay.
I think that's the announcement. Maybe they'll tease that the next game's in production.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's kind of the cycle of what they've done. They've been like, oh, we're remastering Link's Awakening. And then they're like, and we're also working on the next one or whatever. So hopefully they give us a full trailer for Ocarina of Time. And then at the end, they tease Majora's Mask. And then maybe they give an announcement that they're working on the next one.
Now, I saw somebody say that it would be interesting if the Ocarina of Time remake was, obviously, if it's from the ground up, they can add stuff to it. Okay? So there's people saying, like, what if they make it so that Ocarina of Time is the prequel to Breath of the Wild? And so, because, there's the different timelines, there's all this stuff, and people always speculate on that kind of stuff. But they're like, could they do something that would tie it in directly to Tears of the Kingdom? And then if they did announce what the next Zelda game was, and if it was like a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom, could that tie in to Ocarina of Time?
Nah, I don't want it.
No? Why not?
Because I want to go away from Tears of the Kingdom.
Why?
I've had my fun. What's next? They're going to be like, oh, now the whole planet got flooded, and now we're on islands.
No, but I mean, you could do something. He could go. What if he goes off to where Majora's Mask is? Because that's a different. That's not Hyrule.
No. Nah.
So what if that was like a thing?
Don't want it. Give me a Twilight Princess sequel. So what's what we've all been waiting for?
I just don't know what you can do.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you've already created the open world element, do you then go back? Ocarina of Time is obviously going to go back to what Zelda was in the past.
Yeah,
but I don't think you do the next one that's not the remake. I don't think you go back to just like linear, go to this dungeon. You know what I'm saying?
I think they've opened themselves up to just be able to be like, we're remastering. I'm sure they'll remaster Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
And you have the linear story, and then you can go to an open world concept.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be entirely open world like it is with the other ones. Like you can still, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Change it up a little bit if it's not the same idea of like, oh, your swords break all the time. Because that's kind of like an in-world an explanation of like, oh, they're corrupted and all that stuff. They decay faster. But yeah, I'm I'd be fine going into something else because they can always revisit it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A couple games from now, like, oh, we're back in this specific world that is open world. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So you don't think they're going to announce anything else? It's just going to be movie stuff, probably a trailer.
Yeah, movie trailer.
And then Ocarina
games.
of Time. I kind of think they've done a remake of, either Oracle of Seasons or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or what's the one that's like the painting one that was the Link Between Worlds?
Yeah. I don't know if they'll... Yeah.
Because that one just came out for DS, right? 3DS?
It was 3DS game, yeah. And
So
it was the sequel to Link to the Past.
I'm like, I feel like they could just do the same thing they did with...
Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do that with all the, like you said, Oracle of Seasons and what's the other one?
Minish Cap and all those.
Yeah, Minish Cap would be cool because Minish Cap's a weird one.
Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be something announced, and there's probably going to be like a Hyrule Warriors or something that's like a third-party Zelda for the 40-year anniversary. Maybe just even stuff in maybe a Mario Party game that has Link and Zelda in it.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I think for 40 years, I think they're going to have a little more. But on to Zelda news about the movie. We've gotten a ton of casting stuff. We got news that Sam Neill filmed Legend of Zelda before he died. So that's going to be his official last role, last movie. I assume he's the King of Hyrule.
I mean, he has to be.
Right?
But I did tell you, if he's Tingle, that's hilarious, dude.
Tingle, tingle, wah! That's going to be awesome. I think if he's the King of Hyrule, that would be pretty sick. There is Ditchin Lockman is playing Impa in Legend of Zelda, and she looks like Impa. I don't know what she's been in. You know what
she's in Severance. That's the okay. I can't remember what else I saw her in, but yeah, she's in Severance. She definitely has she got a pretty unique look to her. But I agree. Yeah. She looks like Impa. She's crazy.
And then Uli Latukefu lands villain role of Ganondorf. He looks like he's a good Ganondorf. He fits the part. I want to see how they make him look. Right? Is he gonna... What... Like, is it just gonna...
Like how they just...
Is he gonna have makeup? Is it gonna be like prosthetics? Is he gonna look... Because Ganondorf looks... Because of the cartoon and the style of animation, he looks like not a human, but he is a human.
Right.
You know? So I'm like, are they just gonna keep him... Because he would still fit in that... Like, give him red hair. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious how the look is going to be.
Yeah.
And is he going to be more like, no, it's more real life, grounded, or are they going to play more with the, because he's got to turn into a pig at the end, But
yeah, just like the Odyssey.
Exactly. Transforms into a pig. And then the other one that I saw, which is a rumor, it's not official, but, oh man, I didn't get it. What's her name? She's being eyed to play X-Men. Smyrna. The movie...
Smirnoff Ice.
The movie with... the movie where she gets married and then her family hunts her?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Like hide and seek or something like that? Samira Weaving or something like that?
Samantha Weaving.
Samantha? I thought it was something else.
Is it? No, I
thought it was Samira.
It's Hugo Weaving's niece.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anyway, she is rumored to be playing the goddess Hylia in the Zelda movie, and I'm like, that would be a good...
Yeah, you're right. Samara. Samurai Weaving.
Samurai Weaving. So that's a rumor. I'm like, that's a great casting, too. I feel like they've gotten everything... Normally, when you do castings, it's like, oh, no, that doesn't look like the person. I feel like they've been spot on. And part of that is Nintendo being like, no, that's who we want. So, Josh, any thoughts on the movie.
I just want to see a trailer. I want to see it. I want to see it in action. I want to see what it looks like.
And I want to see the people freak out as soon as Link says something. They better have him say something in the trailer so that we don't get the stupid, he shouldn't have voice. He shouldn't say anything.
I want him because we already know what he looked like. We saw that shot of him.
Yeah.
Like one screenshot.
A test screening.
Test screening. So we already know what he looks like, but I want him to have Morgan Freeman voice.
Well,
or something
Zelda. It was a day like any other day.
Or something like that, like a really deep voice.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing, Ganondorf?
Does Crystal not want him to speak?
I don't know.
Is she one of those weirdos? Because she keeps nodding over, like shaking her head, like.
She's one of those weirdos.
She is?
I don't think so. But I think she does. She's conflicted about it.
He's got to talk. He talks in the games. It's understood that he talks in the games.
Yeah.
Because people.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, they're just like,
what's this guy's deal? What's this guy?
Yeah.
This guy mentally handicapped?
Well, I'm just gonna start telling you about what happened the other day.
Yeah.
Well, Ganondorf came. No, it's understood that he's talking. Yeah. But yeah, so he's got to talk. You can't have. You can't have a full movie where he's just following Zelda along and she's like, Zelda, you're the swordsman. Link, you're such a great swordsman.
No. Everyone talks to him, and then a little box pops up and goes.
Yeah, dot. In fact, they should give you glasses, and you have to type in what name you want.
Oh,
so then
the
screen, instead of saying Link, it says, but, we used to always do that with the Nintendo. Thanks for saving us, but.
Yeah, I respect.
I always went Link. You had to.
Yeah, you have to. It's not the same if you change it.
I'm excited though.
I feel like they need to send us they need to put a trailer out ASAP.
Yeah.
Because it comes out in April, right? Or did they even move it up?
I'm not sure. But New Zealand's going to look like Lord of the Rings.
April 30th, 2027.
Nice. Just in time for my birthday. That movie's going to make $1 billion.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, do we have any Lord of the Rings news? I feel like there was something, wasn't there?
We talked already about the trailer.
Yeah.
Rings of Power.
And the Nasahagul.
Right. I don't think we didn't talk about the Balrog, though, did we?
We didn't talk about the Balrog, voiced by Simon Pegg.
So the Balrog's voiced by Simon Pegg. People are already up in arms about it.
Because the Balrogs don't speak? Because
they don't speak. But I ask
you. They do now.
But here's the thing. The Balrogs are on the same level as Sauron and the wizards.
Right.
They're Maiar. Right? So they're so that I think that idea of Sauron going to the Balrog to, I don't know, see what he's been up to, talk to him about it. I think that's interesting.
Help him forge the ring.
Yeah, that's probably it, to be honest. But the fact that people are like, the Balrog doesn't speak in the book, therefore he doesn't speak. It's like, well, they were actually the generals for Morgoth. So you think they were generals on the army or in the battlefield and they were like, weren't saying anything? It's like, come on, dude. Like, use a little imagination.
Yeah. And you also don't know, like, is it through magic that they're communicating, or it's
he casts, well, in the book it says that he casts a spell, or Gandalf says something to the effect of there's a spell being cast on the door or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so you know what I mean? It's just like one of those things. It's like people are just upset about.
Yeah, and they're also upset about the orc that's like helping.
Yeah.
Being like, oh no, there can't be orcs. Good orcs. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys,
why don't we just watch it and see what happens?
Yeah. Again, you're not going to get level-headedness.
No, I was watching the Nerd of the Rings guy interviewed some of them, and like all the comments, I can't believe you sold out. You're a sellout. You're a sellout, Matt.
They're just jealous.
You're miserable.
Well, it's dumb too because I'm like, what do you want? And again, I think there's a fine line. It's the same thing with the Odyssey, right? It was like people that are like, oh, it's woke, so it's got to be trash, without even seeing it. And I just think watch it first, and then if you have that opinion, but there's already that hate campaign on it, and it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
it's played out.
Yeah. I'm over it.
I am, me too. But yeah, it comes out. It's not on my most anticipated list because I thought it wasn't coming out.
I thought it wasn't coming out this year either.
Nick's the only one. He might actually win something.
If he has to watch it first.
That is true. We did make that stipulation. You have to watch it in order to get the point for it. So thank God Supergirl's not on my list because I haven't watched that trash. I feel like there was something else we were going to talk about.
Well, why don't I tell you what we're going to talk about? Ghost Rider.
Ooh.
Ryan Gosling was announced
Fan casts
as Ghost Rider. Yeah, dude, Disney's hitting the fan casts hard. They're like, what do the people want?
So
What do
is
the people
DC.
want? What do the people want?
That's all it's been. It's like, who do you want? Who would you like to see play Wonder Woman? You know?
Yeah. But, I mean, that's, I think they said, why am I blanking on his name?
Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Yeah. He's directing it. Apparently while they were working on
Star Wars, they were like, hey, you know what you'd be great at? Ghost
Rider. Yeah. I'm sure that conversation happened. They're like, I got a good pitch for you on what I think where the character could go.
Is it just me or is Ghost Rider just a stupid character?
I mean, he rides a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Wears leather. Skull head. Chains. Give me Nicolas Cage or to give me nothing.
Those ones suck too, but that character is just a character that's not, there's nothing about it that I'm like, oh man, yeah, Ghost Rider. Give me Ghost Rider. I don't know.
I've never been a huge Ghost Rider.
Reminds me a little bit of Spawn.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
I'm just like, it's not my thing. It's not my thing when, Satan comes around and
spooky
gives powers,
Yeah. And then they announced Black Panther 3. They cast the new Black Panther, which is going to be his son. It's the dude from Alien. Romulus.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, super good.
Doesn't strike me as a superhero.
No.
More of a droid.
It's Android, yeah.
I don't know. Again, I just think there's rumors also that what's that lady's name? Cynthia Erivo is
Professor X
going to be cast as Storm. I'm like, nah.
Is she going to sing though? Are you sick?
Anyway, that's how she calls the lightning down.
I feel like that would be kind of.
Oh, man.
She's kind of old, isn't she? All the other well, I guess Storm is older. Because there's a bunch of X-Men casting now happening.
Yeah.
Which we'll get into one of them. Spoilers for Spider-Man.
No. I mean, at this point, it made $1 billion the first weekend.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, Sadie Sink is
Jean Grey. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember who they cast as Cyclops, but the X-Men train is coming.
It is.
That would be a pretty... I don't like that casting for Storm, though.
No.
Bring back Halle Berry.
You can still do it.
I'll tell you, Berry.
I'm trying to think. Who could you get for Storm? Zoe Saldana, I think, would be better than Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
But you can't really because she's Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, you can do whatever you want. You put what's his name back in? Yeah,
Doctor Doom.
Zoe Kravitz.
She's already been an X-Men. Yeah, who knows? I feel like you have to go pretty unknown with all the new X-Men.
How about
Zendaya?
Kiki Palmer? No?
No. Did you just... What was your search? Tell me what your search was.
Angela Bassett.
Google.
Halle Berry. Gabrielle Union. Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington could probably do it.
Queen Latifah.
That was the next one on the list.
Heck yeah.
Regina Hall.
Give me a...
Regina King. Jada Pinkett Smith. She's bald already. That would be terrible. Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
Octavia Spencer. It's got to be Octavia Spencer.
What's...
Paula Patton.
Who's the Amanda Waller actress?
Viola Davis.
Oh, yeah.
What was the girl in The Joker? Zazie Beetz?
Yeah, it's Zazie Beetz. Oh, she'd be good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah, there we go. Or Rosario Dawson. Ahsoka herself. Or Tia Mowry. Or Tamara.
Why not Raven Simone?
How about Monique? Monique? Monique is Storm?
Bring Monique back. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, I don't like the rumors like freaking Bill Skarsgård as Professor X. I'm like, no, dude, he looks like it. You can't have that creepy looking dude as Professor X.
Why, Georgie?
Yeah, no thanks. That guy's creepy looking. And with a shaved head, that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Oh, here's the news since we're moving off of casting stuff. What's his name? Lex Luthor.
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult.
Yes.
Has been cast in the Harry Potter.
As who?
As, I don't know his name.
His name is... Gilderoy Lockhart.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I didn't even need help with it. Was
right.
Crystal dying?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't like the casting, it seems. Oh,
Kenneth Branagh is like
this face.
Is like the perfect.
Yeah.
He's a great Gilderoy Lockhart.
But so many. Have you seen the uproar? You can't be. He is so pro LGBTQ, and now he's stabbed us in the back because he's going with.
Oh,
he got that paycheck. I'm like, guys, just stop this. Stop this nonsense. But yeah, that'll be interesting. There's a bunch of stuff with the Paramount merger, WB. It's been put on hold. It already got approved in the UK. You know, California is saying, "Oh, we can't let this happen." But it's all politics. The movie theaters have come out and said, "We want this to happen. We need this to happen." It's
like they're making Top Gun 3, dude.
Yeah. So,
let it happen.
One of the rumors is that Ellison has said that what the first thing they're going to do is they're going to put director's cuts back in theaters. So that's going to be one of their first things is so they're saying they've already talked to Zack Snyder, potentially put the
Snyder Cut
in theaters, IMAX,
that'd be sick.
which I would totally watch. J.J. Abrams and director's cut of the Mission Impossible he did. And
I've never heard of that one.
I know. And then they said the Ayer cut, so put that back in theaters. And then they mentioned some of the Harry Potter movies that have director's cuts that no one's seen. And so that's kind of their plan. I was like, I wonder if they'd ever do Lord of the Rings, because Lord of the Rings has some deleted stuff that no one's ever seen that Peter Jackson's mentioned.
Yeah.
Would that ever happen? That would be kind of interesting. But that would be cool to just get some director's cuts in theaters, like one of those Fathom events or something, you know.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. That's crazy. We'll see if it ends up happening, though.
I think it's going to go through. It's just all political.
A matter of time.
Games.
I will say, well, we already moved off Marvel, but Blade officially canceled.
Yeah. Which they announced it 7 years ago.
2019, which is crazy.
Which, again, I'm not a big Blade fan. So for me, I apologize to all you Blade vampires out there. To me, it's like, I wouldn't have gone and watched it anyways. It just seems ridiculous that you announce it, you have the actor, and you couldn't get a script.
Also, well, I'm sure he probably got paid a decent amount, even without.
Well, they were saying, he turned down roles so that he could do it. I was like, if they never had a film like they never had a like, hey, we're filming this day.
Right. And it's not like he hasn't been in anything else since.
I know. I mean, that guy's probably got, like you said, he got paid. But yeah, it's not, there's so many people that are like, oh, they're canceling all the POC characters.
Oh yeah, they canceled Wonder Man
and
season 2.
Wonder Man season 2. And then they're like, and Captain America and all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, but here's the thing. When the audience doesn't go to watch Captain America, Brave New World, right? That movie bombed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do you expect? Like, they should be giving us more Captain America. No one watched it.
Yeah.
So there's that level. It's the same thing with Wonder Man. Wonder Man, you watched it.
Yeah.
You said it was pretty good.
I liked it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't have any interest in watching it. Not because of Black Manta, but because I hate.
Hey, you watch your mouth, okay?
But I hate Jerry or Craigie or Gary or what's his name? Cody?
No. I can't think of his name. Not Nigel.
It's something stupid like that.
What's his freaking name?
The fake Mandarin.
Yeah, the Mandarin. I'm
Trevor?
Trevor, yeah, Trevor.
Shout out to Crystal.
Was that a Crystal?
Yeah.
Wow.
But so, again, I had no interest in Wonder Man. And the first episode was on the number 8 on the Nielsen charts, and then it never broke the top 10 ever again. So that means people didn't watch it.
Yeah.
So,
and it doesn't fit.
Why are you complaining the fact that people aren't going to watch this stuff? It's the same thing with She-Hulk. It's the same thing with, other stuff that I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a business. And what we're seeing is people being like, not going to watch certain movies, and then Spider-Man comes along and everyone goes and watch Spider-Man. It's because people like Spider-Man. So I'm like, at some point you got to be realistic and be like, okay, well, maybe people like Steve Rogers over Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Yeah, and people like Miles Morales. You know what I mean?
But not as much as Peter Parker.
That's not true. You wait and see. You just wait. Yeah. Anyway, crazy. Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. Is that news? We're done.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. We covered most of it. If we missed something, let us know. Now, we're going to go talk about Brand New Day, Spider-Man. We watched it
before the world changed.
A couple weeks ago.
Before the world changed.
And we're just going to go in spoilers because it made $1 billion in its first weekend. So everyone watched it.
That's freaking crazy.
Unbelievable. One weekend, it made like 957, okay?
Yeah.
But that's insane. It made more than Superman and Supergirl combined in one weekend, which is insanity. Sorry, I'm picking on James Gunn, but it's just a reality, guys. What'd you think?
I think it's the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
I agree with that.
I really liked it. I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't all just superficial. Like it had a good heart to it. I have some nitpicks about it, but that's mostly Marvel nitpicks, not Spider-Man nitpicks.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Jean Grey being the villain in it, because that's what she is. She's essentially the villain, which was kind of the rumor for the longest time. And guess what? It is Jean Grey.
Yeah.
But I think it worked fine. And I think my favorite part about the movie is that they were able to do like this is like the 6th movie that Tom Holland has been Spider-Man in, and they were able to do like an origin story for him within this movie. Yeah. So they went about it a kind of a roundabout way, but it still was like his like origin story essentially for this more grounded Spider-Man. So I thought that was really cool. I thought it was cool how they did that.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like you said, Tom Holland's, it's his best movie. It's probably the best written one. it's the one that I feel is the most emotional and
Yeah.
doesn't undercut. It doesn't do the Marvel things where it's
No.
like, oh, there's a serious moment, but we need someone to come in and crack a joke. Ned, where are you? Right? No, it like actually lets you sit in those moments, and the payoff's better. I thought Sadie Sink is great as Jean Grey. There's a bunch of people that are complaining about it and being like, whoa, she didn't ask permission. She's a villain. She's a terrible person. She took over people's minds and didn't even ask permission. That's assault. Guys, come on. It's a fake movie. It's not real, But I just thought the way she used her powers was cool. When she does stuff and everyone like freezes, like that was a really cool way that they did all that. I thought the action scenes worked. I thought the best part, humor-wise, and the dynamic that worked really good was Punisher and Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of my favorite parts.
I was shocked they let him cuss so much.
Yeah.
Because he does drop several that I was like, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
But that was kind of shocking to me, but funny. His interactions with Peter Parker. And also there's heart there. It's not just like, oh, he's just there for the comic relief. There's actually some elements of growth for both the characters. So, yeah, as you said, I really liked... I think it's Tom Holland's best one as an acting.
Yeah. That's what happens when you
work with the
Christopher
goat.
Nolan,
When you work with the goat, you become...
elevated.
Yeah, so... And I also thought Zendaya is the same thing.
Yeah, she was good.
I think she was good, and normally I just feel like she's wooden and...
She's the typical, like, oh, I'm a sassy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward.
Sassy sister.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
But to me, it worked. And I thought she was a lot better. And the movie's emotional moments are contingent on you believing them.
Yeah.
And it works. If I have a complaint or a few complaints, and I think you touched on it, there were parts in this movie that felt like, because it's a Sony movie and a Sonyverse, there were parts of this movie that was like Marvel being like, you've got to throw this in there. Black Widow, I do not understand why they want to use her so much. Yelena.
People love her. It sucks.
Florence Pugh is a great actress. She is pretty. I get it. I get people like her. She's irritating.
She's
to
annoying.
Me. The small potato, big potato. No, you look at this. I work, me work with big potato. You're the small potato. The scene she has no, like, how did she know about the, what is it? The
VMAX.
VMAX.
Was that
right?
Is that what she was looking at?
Because she was talking about it. So to me, it's like that is shoehorned in there. And she's been she was in Hawkeye.
Yeah, it's
like,
the same thing.
She was in the Marvel Zombies. It was like kind of her story. Like they keep using her. Thunderbolts. They want to make her the big she's the next one.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. As they say,
exactly. And I just feel like that's not needed. I also thought the Hulk stuff.
The Hulk was pointless.
And I get part of it is the aspect of like, oh, the technology that they make is to suppress the mutants' powers.
Yeah.
But I just felt like even the whole Hulk fight and all that kind of stuff felt like it was in there because Marvel was like, hey, we need to do something with the Hulk to retain the rights.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's have him be in there. And I just felt like those were unnecessary. I think you could have had maybe more things with Scorpion or with Tombstone.
Well, listen, you need a big guy to break stuff. Bring in freaking Juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're already bringing in the X-Men.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to have Juggernaut in there?
Yeah. That's a great point.
I'm like, you literally have they serve the same purpose, and you can still repress his mutant powers with the thing. You know what I mean? It's the same exact outcome.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And the fact that people are like, this is the best Hulk we've ever gotten. I'm like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you that the Hulk is literally whatever you want. He's a magic genie.
He is. He's a MacGuffin.
He becomes whatever you want him to be.
What do we need this guy to be? We need this guy not to be able to turn into the Hulk.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now we need him to be stuck as the Hulk. Yeah. Okay.
Now he's smart.
Now he's smart. Now he's prefer. It's just like
Okay.
And there's no like explanation as to why.
There's no rhyme or reason to it.
You know, it's the same thing with in Avengers: Age of Ultron, where it's like Black Widow's lullaby is what calms him, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, but then he leaves for no reason because we got to get him to,
Yeah. And then he's like, the secret is I'm always angry.
Yeah.
Oh, he figured
it's so
it out.
stupid.
And then it's,
It's like, where did that go? So those are my complaints. But I think for the most part, everything else worked really well.
Oh no, yeah. I think that's my nitpick too, of like having to force, hey, remind people that we're in Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we get the Avengers in there and we get the Hulk in there. That's I was fine with Punisher. I thought that worked.
Yeah,
that dynamic was good and that worked. I thought that was good. I will say the other thing, and it's not really like I don't know if it's not really a complaint, more of an observation. I think it's interesting that Tom Holland has still never like been the star of his own movie.
Yeah.
Every single movie he's been in, it's like, well, Iron Man's here. The other Spider-Men are here. Jean frickin' Grey is the villain in your movie. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's never really had a chance to just be like, hey, it's me, Spider-Man. Let's focus on me. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. But I overall, I think the movie was good. And I thought like the emotional moments, especially at the end with Jean Grey, I thought that worked really well. And even just having Peter turn into like a mentor almost for her of like, hey, I'm here with you. I thought that was actually pretty sad. Like the whole Jean Grey stuff where she's like, I think that's what triggers it is she has the memory, or she goes into Peter's memory of
with
Aunt May, and she's like, I never had that for anybody. Like no one was there for me.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually I thought that worked really well. And it's surprising. I think a surprising bit of writing for a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I agree. I do wish they would have done something where there's a little more of a tease that she's going with Professor X.
Yeah.
I feel like that, even if it was like someone speaking, like you hear a voice in her head or something, like saying, come
back to school.
Here is my
back to school
address.
Yeah. I also, one other minor nitpick, I felt like I was missing one big like fight scene moment for Spider-Man towards the end.
Yeah, the hand
it was kind of flat. I think that was the moment like when he fought them all off.
Yeah, when he kind of has a spider, he is able to control the spider and himself, right?
Yeah. But I think it was just like
part of it too is because they showed a lot of that in the trailers.
Yeah. It didn't quite get there for me, and I was wanting that.
Yeah, I agree. I also think, again, they do kind of a montage at the beginning of him going off against all these villains.
I would have liked to see more of that.
Yeah,
like it?
I would have liked to see more of that. That's the thing. It was really quick, and then it just felt like, oh, now there's the Hulk, now there's other stuff. But I was like, my biggest complaint with the Spider-Man movies in the past was it always, like you said, it felt like Iron Man Jr., and he's got the tech, and he's got all this stuff, and all these other characters. And I was like, I wanted a street level, like, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I felt like they had an opportunity to do it, but it still got a little too big. I also think because Jean Grey's technically not the villain. The real villain is the damage control guy.
Yeah.
And I thought he was weak. It was just kind of like, guy that wants to experiment on kids. I've seen this in Stranger Things. Well, where's Will at? Where's Will Byers? It just felt like there wasn't enough of his story to. He's just like, oh, you're just corporate.
I like it. Yeah, he's corporate bad guy.
Bad guy.
I mean, the stuff they do is pretty terrible. Like they legit kill Jean Grey's sister, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. It's more. Maybe missed the point there. I do think all the swinging stuff and all the like cinematography is awesome. like those shots that they give you while he's swinging and all that stuff. Like all that stuff was really cool, really well done.
And Ezra Bridger.
Yeah, Ezra Bridger.
Well. That's right.
For a little bit.
They're saying he's a villain or something.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. They said there's rumors that he was like supposed to be some villain that they might have cut his.
Oh, they said
they said Daredevil was supposed to be in it, and they cut him out.
And they cut. What's her face? Oh,
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, they cut Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, and then there were some other characters that they said potentially were in there. So that'll be interesting to see what.
I don't know. That seems dumb to me that you would cut Rosario Dawson, because it makes sense that she was like, because the whole apparently the scene was she's the reason why he keeps his identity in the hospital. Like she's the one that helps him in the hospital so that they're not like Peter Parker, Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is kind of a little bit of like so they just let him in there and they're not going to say anything. They should have had a scene where they're like, hey, New Yorkers stick together.
That's right. Hey, I was going to say that. So in all the Spider-Man movies, New York is basically a character.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was missing in the last ones.
Yeah.
Like in most of the Tom Holland ones, you know, there's always a scene
in the second one.
I know, but there's always a scene in the Tobey Maguire ones, like you say, like was the New Yorkers and like, yeah, this was one of us. He's Spidey. You mess with Spidey, you mess with all of us, you know? Andrew Garfield's had the same thing. I felt like this one finally had that.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked well where it wasn't cheesy. There's a fine line.
Yeah.
Where when it's done well, it's like, yeah, that's Spider-Man. Yeah. That's New York.
That's New York.
And then there's a line where it's just like, oh my gosh, that was just too much. But this one I thought really worked, especially at the end there when everyone's in the hospital and the kid does the little thing.
Yeah.
And then Frank Castle dancing up. Like that was funny. But it was well done, and it was like, oh, this is not flapping angels in the outfield cheesy. This is like actually
it's like yeah.
You know, it works.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy that they would just cut Rosario Dawson's. Like, Hey, give us the whatever the guy's name's cut. The Daniel something Creston.
Daniel Day-Lewis cut.
Yep. That's it.
How many would you give it?
I give it I give it 8.5 thwips.
Yeah.
It's good.
I do 8.6.
8.6. Wow. Even better.
And that's from someone that's not a Marvel fan. I just thought it went against what Marvel normally does.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could get behind movies like this if they did them more. But it's, you know, there's humor in there, but it's not over the top. There's heart in there, and it lets you sit in it. There's good action. But yeah, I don't trust Marvel to continue to do that. I think they're just going to be like, especially with Doomsday, it's going to be like a joke per every time they meet a new person. Hey, who's this guy with claws? Hey, buddy, I'm going to kill you. Don't call me. These aren't claws. I'll show you claws.
That was a great Logan. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you claws, bub.
Yeah. Wow.
Want me to introduce you to my claws, bub? I know. It's just that I'm just afraid it's just going to be like, hey, now the X-Men introduced the Fantastic Four, OG Avengers. Wait, they're the Thunderbolts. You know, like every 10.
Don't forget about us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
This is big potato situation here.
Yeah. I guarantee you that line's
bringing back
that line's going to be the potato line's going to be.
This is mashed potatoes.
I know. Yeah, after she does the problem, she's like, the big potato turned into mashed potatoes. And no help from the Hulk smashed potatoes.
And the crowd goes wild.
I know, dude. It's so annoying. I think that's going to do it for our episode.
That'll do it. Smorgasbord.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Share the episode. Tell your friends. Tell your mother. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok. We'll be back next week with more of the Nerd Age Podcast.
See you.